in Canto 1, I suppose. Okay. So 1.11.3. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam. Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudirayet. Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavati Uttamasloke. Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 11, verse 3. Tam upasrutya ninadam.
Tam upasrutya ninadam.
Jagat bhaya bhayavaham.
Jagat bhaya bhayavaham.
Pratyudyayu pracha sarva.
Pratyudyayu
Vartrudarshana lalasa. Tam upasrutya ninadham. Jagat bhaya bhayavaham.
Jagat
Pratyudyayu pracha sarva. Vartrudarshana lalasa.
Tam upasrutya ninadam. Jagat bhaya bhayavaham. Pratyudyayu prajas sarva. Bhartir darshana lalasa.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace by Charanaravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Synonyms: thumb, that. Upasritya, having overheard. Ninadham, sound. Jagat Bhaya, the fear of material existence. Bhaya Avaham, the threatening principle. Prati, towards. Udyayu, rapidly proceeded.
Rapidly proceeded.
Raja, the citizens. Sarva, all. Vartra, the protector. Darshana, audience. Lalasa, having so desired. Translation, please repeat after me. The citizens of Dwaraka. Having heard that sound which threatens fear personified in the material world.
Having heard
Heard
that
that sound
represents the
represents
fear
the
personified in the material world,
in the material world.
began to run towards him fast,
began to run towards him fast,
Fast.
just to have a long desired audience with the Lord,
just to
Just
have a long
desired
desired audience with the
audience
Lord,
with the Lord,
who is the protector of all devotees.
who is
who
the
is the
protector of all devotees.
all devotees.
Purport.
Purport. As already explained, the citizens of Dwarka who lived at the time of Lord Krishna's presence, there were all liberated souls who descended there along with Lord as entourage. All were very anxious to have an audience with the Lord, although because of spiritual contact, they were never separated from the Lord. Just as the gopis at Vrindavana used to think of Krishna while he was away from the village for cowherding engagements. The citizens of Dwarka were all immersed in thought of the Lord while he was away from Dwarka to attend the battle of Kurukshetra. Some distinguished fiction writer in Bengal concluded that the Krishna of Vrindavana, that of Mathura, and that of Dwarka were different personalities. Historically, there is no truth in this conclusion. The Krishna of Kurukshetra and the Krishna of Dwarka are one and the same personality. The citizens of Dwarka were thus in a state of melancholy due to the Lord's absence from the transcendental city, as much as we are put in a state of melancholy at night because of the absence of the sun. The sound heralded by Lord Krishna was something like the heralding of the sunrise in the morning. So all the citizens of Dwarka awoke from a state of slumber because of the sunrise of Krishna, and they all hastened towards him just to have an audience. The devotees of the Lord know no one else as protector. This sound of the Lord is identical with the Lord, as we have tried to explain by the non-dual position of the Lord. The material existence of our present status is full of fear. Out of the four problems of material existence, namely the food problem, the shelter problem, the fear problem, and the meeting problem, the fear problem gives us more trouble than the others. We are always fearful due to our ignorance of the next problem. The whole material existence is full of problems, and thus the fear problem is always prominent. This is due to our association with the illusory energy of the Lord, known as Maya or external energy. Yet all fear is vanished as soon as there is the sound of the Lord, represented by his holy name, as it was sounded by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the following 16 words: Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We can take advantage of these sounds and be free from all threatening problems of material existence.
हरि ओम तत्सत् ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपुरुषाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताक स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमो आचार्यपदाय निताय कृपप्रदायिने गौरकथामथाय नगरग्रामतारिणे। नमः विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादे पाश्चात्यादि सतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Hara Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama Hare Gopal Govinda Ram Sri Madhusudanam Mukam Karati Vachalam Pangulam Gaite Girimet Kripatamam and Sri Gurum Dinatarinam Brahmananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Vishwaram Hare Om Tat Sat. So you can see that how the long-awaited audience of the Lord, as soon as they are assured through the sound vibration of the Lord, through the Panchajanya conch shell of his transcendental conch shell, the people of Dwarka, they are very sure to get his audience, and they just ran like anything from the city to where he is. This is the beauty of the longingness, the love, the spontaneous affection that is exhibited. They come running. You can imagine how Nitai and Gauranga met for the first time after in Nandanakanana, here in Mayapur. So they ran towards each other. So citizens of Dwaraka essentially are born liberated soul because they have no conditioned soul is qualified to be with Krishna, but Krishna is with every conditioned soul as Paramatma. But a conditioned soul can become qualified by dint of devotional service, Bhaktya Mama Vijanati. So only devotees Krishna allows to be with him. He does not allow the karmis and jnanis and the materialistic personalities to be with him at any time, because Krishna doesn't even touch matter. What to speak of the person who thinks himself the body and who denies Krishna's supremacy and who wants to lord it over material world. Krishna does not take association or give association to them, though he resides as Paramatma even in an atom. So leaving it to their free will. However, Krishna never leaves his devotees. The devotees are born liberated. So whenever Krishna comes, he is never alone. So as an entourage, they all come along with him. They are all descended soul. And when Krishna actually never leaves them, because as long as Krishna is concerned, his thoughts, his words, his name, and himself, they're all non-different. So if he apparently leaves, they will be thinking of him because they don't know any other thing to think of. They know only Krishna, all their affection, all their love. With that, they bound Krishna in their heart and soul of the soul. So that is the position of all the eternal devotees who have descended here for Krishna's sake. And Krishna, though he doesn't live with the material people, he comes for the material people. That is his kindness. He comes here to display his pastimes and attractive features so that, this conditioned soul, who is anyway attracted to the opulence of Krishna, but without Krishna. So without Krishna, the opulence are illusion. This is not opulence. Without Krishna, the time is inauspicious. Without Krishna, any activity is inauspicious. So with Krishna only, everything is auspicious. Kleshagni, Subhada, all auspiciousness is only when Krishna's presence is there and is present in his, chanting of the holy name of the Lord. So they cannot be actually separated from Krishna. However, they will be in thoughts of Krishna. There's another way of living with Krishna. In material world, if two persons who love too much each other and they are separated, due to situation, circumstances, they may be thinking of each other and trying to contact, phone, email, whatever, letter, but this will not keep them pacified because the person is different from their body. So this particular so-called melancholiness is an illusory representation. But truly speaking, when with Krishna, when you feel separation from Krishna, that is a presence of Krishna because you are thinking of Krishna. He is present. When we think of somebody else here in the material world, identified by the body, they are not present in our thoughts, through our thoughts. They cannot be present. They won't even know that you are thinking. What to speak of present here? But Krishna, he knows. And he is present also. When you chant the holy name of the Lord, he is present in the holy name of the Lord. He knows you are chanting. He knows you are chanting. And he is present there. Not just witnessing as Paramatma, but he himself fully present in the holy name with all his potency, opulence, everything. He is present. And he has come to you so because you are calling through the bona fide reciprocal succession. So this is a connection with Krishna. This is eternal. And this eternity will purify all kind of contamination material, whether so-called auspicious or inauspicious. So, dint of devotional service by which a devotee never ever leaves Krishna and Krishna never leaves a devotee. In Vrindavana, all the gopis, when Krishna apparently left Vrindavana, every day he left, every day. Every day morning, he will go with the gopas to the forest for cowherding engagement. At that time, all the citizens of Vrindavana, they were in thought of Krishna. Krishna is going to cowherding. He will be coming only in the evening. So they will be thinking from morning to evening more than when they think when he is present. In this way, Krishna is present with them simultaneously when he went to cowherding also. Then what to speak of, he went to Mathura. How gopis, and when he went to Dwaraka, how the gopis of Vrindavana, amongst whom he is always present. So Krishna's presence by merely thinking of Krishna cannot be spoken and understood by words. It can only be understood in the devotional service, the smaranam. The smaranam of Krishna is so intense and so tasty, and it is so pure that Krishna's presence is there in the thinking of Krishna. Like Prahlad Maharaj, 24 hours, both day and night, he was thinking of Krishna. How can he leave Krishna? That is why the Hiranyakashipu just tossed him like a football, and nothing happened to him. Because he was not with Hiranyakashipu, he was with Krishna. This is the beauty of a devotee. He always think of Krishna, always means 24 hours, both day and night in the material world, and beyond that, time is eternal. So here we are bound by time, but there you'll be bound by only love of Krishna, and nothing else can bind you. Nothing else can bind you. Even time cannot bind you. So that is the beauty of purity of Krishna's love. So all the Dwaraka-vasis also like that, because they came along with him, descended along with him to participate in his pastime, to assist him in his leela, his duties, everything. Of course, he doesn't have any duty for himself because he's the supreme enjoyer. So to assist him to carry out the administrative works, which is entrusted to different kings and different, demigods. So they have descended. And they cannot tolerate Krishna's separation, though Krishna is there in their thought while he was away from Dwaraka, because he went for around 18 days to attend the Kurukshetra war. And in this way, Krishna of Kurukshetra and the Krishna of Dwaraka are one and the same personality as per Srila Prabhupada's statement in this particular purport we are finding. The citizens of Dwaraka, they were in the state of melancholy due to the Lord's absence from the transcendental city, as much as we are put in a state of melancholy at night because of the absence of the sun. So you can understand the melancholiness through absence of sun at night. Darkness prevails. Sun is not visible. Sunlight is not visible. Darkness dominates, predominates. Fear personified predominates. So citizens of Dwaraka were feeling separation from Krishna in such a melancholy state. There's a very good example, analogy Prabhupada is giving that at least we can understand the melancholiness of the pure devotees in separation of Krishna, how they are, experiencing it by our illusory experience of absence of sun at night. Sun is never absent actually, but we still get day and night. And we see in the eastern horizon, sun rises in the morning, and at the western horizon, it sets. Okay, actually, sun is neither rising or nor setting. So this is illusory. However, we can feel the difference in the presence of the sun and the absence of sun. Similarly, this particular Dwaraka-vasis, they are actually transcendental. The city itself is transcendental. City is transcendental, Dwaraka city, because all the citizens are transcendental. Krishna is transcendental. Only devotional service prevails there. That's the only platform on which they all exist there. So they are also thinking of Krishna. So because Krishna went to Kurukshetra to support the Pandavas in the war, to destroy the irreligious activities and re-establish the religion. And all of the Dwarakavasis were feeling very separation. And as soon as they heard this sound, just like the morning sun, so immediately as the morning sun rises, everybody awakens from their sleeping, slender sleeping or slumber sleeping. So like that, the Dwarakavasis in the melancholiness. At night we are melancholy, we are not aware, conscious of what is going on around, and we sleep. Similarly, Dwarakavasis are living for the sake of living, waiting for Krishna and thinking of Krishna always. This is another different state of Krishna consciousness. And then as soon as Krishna's sound is heard, Panchajanya sound is heard, they all awaken as if the sun has risen. This is very beautiful analogy. Prabhupada is giving 2-3 analogies are quoted here. And because the devotees knows nobody but Krishna. And also not only name Abhinatva Nama Namina, also the sound of the conch shell also, and sound of the Lord is also identical with the Lord. This is called non-dual position. In the material existence, we are full of fear. We are full of fear. And we have 4 problems of life. Eating, mating, sleeping, and defending. And these problems, the fear problem, more trouble than others. So this kind of fearful situation is because of absence of Krishna. Krishna, Mahabaho, where there is Krishna, fear personified will fear Krishna. What to speak of then? Fear engulf us or overcome on us. We cannot be fearful when we have Krishna. But in material world, we are always fearful. Why we are fearful? The cause of the fearful is forgetful of Krishna. Forgetful means ignorance. Ignorant means what will happen, we don't know. Because we forgot Krishna. If we know Krishna, we no need to be fear. We are not in ignorance. We know what will happen, what has happened, what will happen, everything, what we are supposed to do. And we will not see any problem. But because of forgetfulness of Krishna, we are plunged into the ocean of ignorance, where is full of fears and problems are only dukkhalayam ashashvatam. So this is due to our association of these 3 modes of material nature, the illusory energy of the Lord. This energy, illusory energy, is called Maya or external energy. And Maya or external energy is nothing but forgetfulness of Krishna. When you forget Krishna, Krishna is not there, no. Because you forgot him. So because you forgot Krishna, Krishna is absent. When Krishna is absent, that is called Maya. Because jahan Krishna, wahan nahi Maya ratika. If you remember Krishna, there won't be any illusion. There won't be any Maya. There will be only transcendence. There is nothing called Maya. If you remember Krishna. The Dwarakavasi has never been in Maya. They were remembering Krishna. Gopis of Vrindavana never been in Maya. They have been remembering Krishna all the time. Prahlad Maharaj was never in Maya. He was always remembering Krishna. All the devotees of ISKCON, now you can see, you can never say the ISKCON devotees are in Maya because they know who is Krishna. They chant the holy name 16 rounds every day. And following all the materialistic way of life avoidance, that is following 4 regulative principles, will put you on the transcendental platform. Because these 4 principles are the core of the material existence. And as soon as you follow 4 regulative principles, you are in the transcendental platform. And simply becoming sinless or transcendental does not give you devotional service. You have to be connected to the bona fide spiritual master. Under his guidance, when you perform the devotional service, then these are all come because of chanting the holy name of the Lord. That is where everything begins. As soon as you chanted, you become sinless. Following 4 regulative principles will keep you away from material concept of life. And you chant the holy name will awaken devotional service into your heart. And you get a guru. And then under bona fide Guru, you perform all activities as devotional service to Krishna. What is material there? There cannot be material because Jahan Krishna, Vahan nahi maya ratikar. Apparently, it may seem to be material. Apparently, you may seem to be you are the doer. But no, you are performing because of desire of Krishna. That is the position of a devotee. There is nothing material in Krishna consciousness life. So all the fear immediately vanished. As soon as you become Krishna conscious, as soon as the sound of the Lord, the name of the Lord is vibrated. And the sound of the Lord is vibrated through the holy name. Very beautifully, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this particular sound of Krishna to us, where Krishna personally presents with all his opulence and all his, he himself is present. That 16 syllables of sound of Krishna is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we must take advantage of the sound vibration of Krishna, the holy name of Krishna, so that you will be totally out from material concept, material existence, fear and everything. And though you are in this very same body, you still will enjoy the transcendental platform. Your activities, your thoughts, your deeds, your need, everything becomes transcendent because everything is centered around Krishna. So this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra has that potency to give us an experience of transcendental spiritual life with activities and relationship with Krishna. Thank you very much. Any questions or comments or realization? Please do share with us. Who is going to share today? Sorry.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
भगवान का यह शब्द भगवान से अभिन्न है। वो कौन सा शब्द है प्रभु?
ये शब्द है हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ये शब्द, ये लिखा ना इसमें लास्ट पैराग्राफ, वो मंत्र से पहले जो लिखा वो पढ़िए आप।
अच्छा अच्छा।
तो उसमें भगवान का शब्द जो है वो ये हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र है, ये चैतन्य महाप्रभु लाके दिया है। उससे पहले जो भगवान का शब्द था वो श्रीमद् भगवत गीता में भगवान का दिया हुआ आदेश और उपदेश, वो भी भगवान का शब्द है, जिससे भी भगवान भिन्न नहीं है। और ये भगवान का शब्द है जो हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र है, जो कि भगवान से भिन्न नहीं है।
इसमें कह रहे भगवान का यह शब्द भगवान से अभिन्न है।
हाँ, अभिन्न मीन्स भिन्न नहीं है, भेद नहीं है। भगवान और भगवान का नाम, उनका शब्द, इन दोनों में कोई भेद नहीं। हरे कृष्णा आपका शब्द नहीं है, हरे कृष्णा भगवान का शब्द है।
धन्यवाद प्रभु।
जय। यस दीपशिका प्लीज।
Yes, sir. Sir, like starting of this year, sir, when we were like going through the Srimad Bhagavatam class, one shloka came, I remember. In that shloka, in that shloka, it was mentioned that living entities who are entangled in the complicated birth, death, can be freed immediately by even unconsciously chanting the holy names of the Lord of Krishna, which is feared by fear personified. So, sir, this verse actually reminded me of that class. And one more thing, sir, you told about today, like Krishna is there, then all auspiciousness is there. If Krishna is not there, nothing is auspiciousness. So, it reminded me of Guru Maharaj, one of the lecture, that zero has value only if one is put in front of the zeros. Otherwise, it does not have any value. So, yes, if we put Krishna in our life, if we just have Krishna in our life, then everything is auspicious, everything has value. Otherwise, nothing, no value, sir. That's all. Sir.
Superb. Thank you so much. Very wonderful connections and realizations of pastimes and incidents. Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody else? 5, 4, 3, 1, 0. Thank you very much for your association. So let's all get together for the Srimad Bhagavatam class tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock after congregationally chanting the holy name of the Lord. Like this realization when we share, no, it's really amazing, very wonderful. Both the question was wonderful by Srivastavji, and the realization shared by Deepshika is also very wonderful. Thank you very much. Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Pawan Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Satsang ki jai.
Jai.
Pranam. Jai Sri Krishna Chai. Sorry.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha
Kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha
Patitanam pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
namo
namo
namaha.
namaha. Jai Sri Ananda Kodi Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Sri Guru
Jai.
ki jai.
Jai.
Jai Gaur Premanande. Hari